Hi everybody, welcome. This is the first video in the course in the semester. If you've hit the home page and selected the first button, course information, it's led you to this video, this first page, and this is where I want you to start, so you're in the right place. This will be a pretty short video, and then I have some subsequent ones on the syllabus, on how a module navigation works, and then even points calculations for the semester. So I want you to get through course information, and then you're going to move into a short module 1, and all of that is the assignments that are going to be due this coming Friday. So I need you to get through this material this week. Let me get started with that. So my name is Michael Dermody. I'm a full-time professor here at Santa Ana College. I've been a professor at four-year university before I came here, and I've been here, I think, 4 years now. So glad to be here. Really enjoy Santa Ana College, and I enjoy this course. There's a lot of Michaels out there, so over the years, my name has been cut down to either Derm or Dermody. You're welcome to use any of those, whatever you're comfortable with. There's my email address. That is the best way to get a hold of me. How this course is going to operate, there's different ways to teach film history. Some people study it from certain movements in cinema. I take a different tact. I look at it from how films are made, how they are relatively simplistic when we start this course in 1945-ish. And then we're going to look at how the sophistication of film production develops over time. And the easiest way to do that is kind of follow these 5 categories. So I'm going to introduce you to what they are. Sometimes in a weekly module, we'll spend a whole week just looking at cinematography. I've picked films that kind of emphasize each of these areas. So I think it's a pretty straightforward and enjoyable way to look at film history, because these things apply today, and it'll impact a little bit how you watch your films today. So who am I? This is short. The course, we do not talk much about me and my career. We really try and get to work on the films. But people do ask, so here's the bio on me. I've been doing production, film, video production for 35 years at least. And then I've started being a professor about 15 years ago. Love it, enjoy it. I've got a handful of degrees, a bachelor's in communication film, master's in communication film, and then what they call an MFA, a Master of Fine Arts. And that's as far as you can go academically in the arts field. So that's called a terminal degree. I have it, and what I want to share with you is that I actually still work in the field. So that's probably the most important thing, because it keeps me apprised of changing technology, and I think I can relay that back into the class. But probably the most important thing here is that I teach because I want to, and not because I have to. So I truly enjoy it, and I hope that comes through in the course. So was I always this guy that was able to get a bunch of degrees? No, I was actually just the opposite. I was a terrible student, hated school, C- at best, could barely get out. I couldn't test in to the state colleges. I tried, and they wouldn't have me. Left school at about 17. And then over the next 6 years, I kind of tried junior colleges, 3 or 4 of them up in my hometown. And most of those I failed miserably at as well. Until one night, I found a television production course that they were offering at night. And oddly enough, I teach this class now down at the Digital Media Center. But that class showed me how production works, how cameras work, editing, the whole thing. And it was the first exposure to that for me. And then the light bulb went on. For me, that then made all my college classes easy to get through, relevant. It was easy to develop some study habits that I hadn't had before. And it was all because I found what I wanted to do, and I knew that college was just a way to get there. But overall, it was a big turn in my life because I went from a subpar student to an A student almost overnight, and it was just because the school didn't change, the courses didn't change, the teachers didn't change, I changed. And that change for me was finding something that I wanted to do. The reason I share this is oftentimes I'll run into students that are kind of in the same boat that I was. And my message is stick with it, be persistent, don't give up. It will work out, it can work out. And it did for me. So there you go. That's all that you have to know about me. Canvas, I want you to now move through this course introduction module and then into module 1. Again, there's some work that you have to do that will be due at 5 p.m. on Friday afternoon, this Friday afternoon, week 1 of the course. If you use the homepage to get through the course, you're in the right place. So all you have to do is click the next buttons on the bottom of this. You can kind of skip through the next one, meet your instructors, and then take a look at syllabus, how module works, and the points calculation. You can also download the syllabus here and in the first semester, as well as the textbooks. Singular textbook. So once you finish this course intro, there are some tutorials at the back of this. If this is your first Canvas course, you want to take a look at that. That will explain the technical side of Canvas to you. And there's all kinds of tutorials. There's a help button. There's even a 800 phone number that you can use. I use it. They have an option for instructors. The folks there are really knowledgeable and very, very helpful. So you want to leverage that when you have a technical problem, and then if you have a content issue, you want to reach out to me. Here's the 800 number. There is my email address again. That's the best way to get a hold of me. The textbook, you'll see that here in the next module. I do ask you to get a Netflix subscription, a DVD subscription, because all the movies that we'll watch this semester are available through Netflix. Now, how you get those films and where you watch them is completely up to you, but I make sure that the films that we're going to talk about on a weekly basis are available through Netflix. Just a cautionary note. You can't just do the streaming subscription. You have to do the DVD subscription, and the syllabus and those films are supplied to you. You can load up your your DVD queue in Netflix. And if you do that, do it in the right order. As you get done with the film, drop it in the mail. They'll automatically send you the next one, and that's the easiest way to keep up on the semester's films. I am really glad that you chose to be here. I've done this class for a while now. I think I make it a little bit better, a little more challenging each time that I do it, and this semester is no different. So welcome aboard. Any issues, you know how to get a hold of me now. Just reach out and we'll figure out a way to solve any issues you're having. Okay, thanks so much. On to the next videos.